Ready, Ms. Williams? All right. This is the city of Detroit. I want to open up to the rest of it. I'm just going to get the reviews out here. Mr. Gustafson.
Hello, Your Honor.
How you doing? Good morning. This is the city of Detroit versus Shonda Daniel Gustafson, case number SP 1663571. Review date, sir. You did it. I'm going to dismiss the case, okay?
Can you repeat that?
I'm going to dismiss the case. You paid, all right?
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
You as well.
Jasmine.
Okay.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Jasmine Gervin. She hasn't checked out. It's the city of Detroit versus Jasmine Gervin. Case number SP 164-19201. State your name for the record. Good morning to you, Ms. Gervin.
Yes, good morning. Hey.
State your name for the record, please.
Jasmine Durbin.
All right, today is the date and time set for a review, Ms. Gervin. You've paid your obligation. So with that, I'm going to dismiss your case, okay?
Okay.
Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you.
On the iPhone, can you unmute yourself, start your video, and state your name, please?
Marcus Garvin.
No, I've already talked to you, Mr. Garvin. It's another iPhone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, the video just started. What's your name, sir? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kenneth Lewis.
Kenneth Lewis. Good morning to you. All right, let's get a couple of other people named. Motorola Moto G. Good morning to you. Can you unmute yourself? Start your camera, please. Motorola Moto G. Unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Israel Amani.
Okay, you were already checked in. Israel Amani is.
Yeah, I was having issues with the Zoom trying to find the right.
I got you in place. So just sit tight.
Yeah, so
On the Samsung, good morning to you. Can you unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please?
Kevin Lee Gray.
thank
What's your name, sir? On Samsung, unmute yourself, please.
Kevin Lee Gray.
We've already talked, Mr. Gray. I'm talking about another Samsung. Samsung, good morning to you, sir. What's your name, please?
Richard Liddell.
Richard Liddell.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning to you. Any more reviews in there? Oh, okay, DeMarco Long. DeMarco Long.
Yes.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
This is the city of Detroit versus DeMarco Devon Long. Case numbers SP 15251. State your name for the record, please.
DeMarco Long.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the day and time set for review. I don't see that you paid, or did you do the community service?
Yes, they done faxed the paperwork over to you all.
All right, let's find out. We got two community service that we're gonna confirm. I'm gonna give you a minute. We're getting those together, all right?
Okay.
All right, give me a minute, Mr. Long and Mr. Garvin, and then we'll go with that, all right? So, I'm gonna start letting everybody in. Miss Vivian, your client is here. Good morning to you. Wait a minute, we're gonna have two, your other device is gonna be signed on too. Mr. Israel.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna have to hang up one of them,
All right.
please. Griffin is in person. Good morning to you, Mr. Griffin. Is that a trial?
Retrial.
Is that Kaylin Griffin or Caleb?
Kaylin Griffin.
Kaylin Griffin. You have a cell phone, sir?
Yes.
Can you sign on? So it'd be a little easier for you to get to speak to a lawyer, okay? All right, so go out in the hallway because once you sign on here, it's going to create that feedback, and then we'll bring give them an advice of rights form too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. If he needs an ink pen, give him an ink pen. Okay. And then whenever you're ready, Mr. Green, you can open up.
Good morning.
Good
State of Michigan, 36th District Court, with your Honorable Sean B. Perkins presiding. Please, no talking, no over talking the judge, no cussing, no slouching. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. I know it's Friday, and I know everybody's got a lot better things to do than being here. But I'm going to try to get you out as fast and efficiently as I possibly can. We have checked in, everybody we have checked in. It does need to be here this morning. And with that, we're going to start. We're going to get going. So I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in, okay? And the people that are here for trials, the officer is going to have a half-hour grace period from 9 o'clock. And if they don't arrive by 9:30, we'll get you out of here. If they do arrive, then we will we'll get you in with speak with an attorney and then take care of it like that. On the telephone at 313-328 313-282-2601. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Deborah Gavin.
Gavin?
Yes.
Deborah Gavin, good morning to you, Ms. Gavin.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Your trial is set for 9 o'clock. You we'll give the officer a half hour grace period. Officer doesn't show up by 9:30, we'll get you out of here. If the officer does show up, then we'll get you in a breakout room to speak with the lawyer, okay?
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute you, just so that don't have to worry about side conversation. And when I call your name, press *6 to unmute yourself, okay?
All right, thank you, sir. Okay.
On the iPhone, I just let in the room. And I just lost them on that, they're still up there. So it's iPhone in and we're gonna get going. iPhone, I just let in the room. What's your name, ma'am? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. This is Lynetta Gordon.
Lynetta Gordon. Good morning to you, Ms. Gordon.
Good morning.
It's the City of Detroit. Did he sign on? Kaylin Griffin.
Oh, he's doing it now. He needed it.
This is the City of Detroit versus Gregory Demario Lester. Case numbers SP 1666627, counts 1, 2, and 3. We'll also call SP 101-07461 and SP 101-07562 into the record. Appearance for the record, please. All right, now that every attorney at one time.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of the defendant. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Soroki. Today is the date and time. Mr. Demario Lester, are you there?
So,
Mr. Demario Lester,
Oh, I see you now.
did we lose Mr. Lester? Even with the first one, there he is. He's not connected to audio now. It's past the matter. And it seems like he's got more cases on the docket than I have on my sheet. We'll figure that out when we find him. Or when he gets reconnected. City of Detroit, it's past that matter. City of Detroit versus Kevin Lee Gray. Case number SP 124-13102, SP 125-51892. Appearance for the record, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Kevin Lee Gray.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Soroki. Mr. Soroki, today is date time set for arraignment.
Yes.
Go ahead on purposes of arraignment.
Defendant waives a formal reading, stands mute at this time, Your Honor.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Here's the deal, your client owes a substantial amount of money to the court. In particular, $288 on insurance no proof. Potentially if he paid that, I don't know if he has a valid license now, but if he does not have a valid license, then that can potentially set him up to get a valid license. It would at least get him clearances from 36th District Court. So he owes a lot of civil infractions that he has never paid. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room.
I already talked to him, Your Honor. Mr. Gray was previously in prison for several years. He had filed a plea by mail, and he wanted to address that with the court.
All right, what time, how much time did you serve and when did you serve it, Mr. Gray?
So I served 2 years on a parole violation. I just got out last year of August 14th. I sent the plea by mail 2 years ago. They sent me a return and added it to my restitution. So I thought it was settled, and then I get out, and now they saying my license is suspended, and then now I have a court date today. So we're here now.
We'll get you taken care of now. All right, Kevin, Ray, what is your date of birth?
3/26/82.
I did not see him on the Otis, was it Michigan State Prison?
Yes, it was under Samuel Lee Gray. It's an alias name they got me under.
Say that again.
Samuel Lee Gray. It's an alias name that they had me under.
Danley?
Sammy. SAMMIE.
I remember this. How do we substantiate that though? Let's see. I guess we substantiate that by looking at you and seeing that that's Mr. Gray. All right. That's how we do it.
Thank you.
What do you do with the cases? Daniel's iPhone, do you have some clothes on, sir?
I can put a shirt on my bed.
No, it is your bad. Don't come in my courtroom looking like that. All right, so what do you want to do with the cases, Mr.
Your Honor, we're sending these matters for trial, for a bench trial. It's already scheduled for a bench trial for March 28th at 9 o'clock, according to the docket, the Register of Actions.
Mr. Bowman, what do you want to do with these cases?
Short on his arm.
Ms. Osborne, you're gonna have to mute yourself, please. Mute her, please. Somebody. He's was discharged from prison on 8/14/2024.
Yes, sir.
And you did the parole violation. You went in sort of in 2022.
Yes, sir. And I sent the plea by mail in as soon as I was in quarantine.
I saw that. I saw something with your name on it some months ago now.
Right.
It's just been some months ago. What do you want to do, Mr. Bowman, with these cases?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the people, Victor Bowman, P33764. Can you advise me the date of the tickets for the 2 tickets which are on the docket today?
Those 2 tickets date back to 8/24/2021 and 8/9/28/2021.
Your Honor, the people will recommend dismissal of these 2 tickets which are on the docket today.
I'll dismiss these cases, sir. You're still, the only thing is the civil infractions, you're still gonna have to settle up with, because I cannot give you credit for time served on a civil infraction, because there's no jail time on a civil infraction. So you pay that. I would suggest you pay the $288 first, because I'm sure you want to get a valid driver's license.
Yes,
so that would get you the clearances here at the 36th District Court. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I wish you the best of luck. I hope the days of the old Kevin Gray are gonna put behind you. I don't know how you managed to get a parole violation and you are out of prison for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
It happens like that though, huh? So we're looking for the best of Mr. Gray, all right?
Okay.
All right, we'll dismiss the case and best of luck to you.
Is that a resolution of all of his cases now, Your Honor?
Yeah, the two, he only had two misdemeanors, but again, he owes the 288, he owes other monies that he had from old cases. I wish I could give him some credit for that, but I can't. But he owes the 288, and the 288 is gonna be what's affecting his driver's license. That's what I would recommend you pay first, but you take that for what it's worth, all right?
Okay, very good. Yes, he has a number of these civil infractions. There's about 10 of them or so.
Yes, so the 288 is the most pressing one if he wants to get a license. Mr. Gray, I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
You too.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Rod, are you done, Mr. Soroki?
No, actually, I'm still waiting on Jalen O'Neill. I had texted him this morning. He responded okay, but he hasn't appeared yet. So,
All right.
give him some more
So,
time.
where's Kaylin Griffin? Officer, what's your name?
I'm just trying to check in.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Investigator Hoskins for Deborah Gavin.
Okay, Investigator Hoskins, okay. Investigator Hoskins is here. I got you checked in, so do you have to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I got two other courtrooms today.
Oh, you're, all right.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, so let's go with the city of Detroit versus Kaylin Griffin. Kaylin Griffin.
Yes.
Case number SP 1541253. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, I think there's appointed or there is counsel on this case. Is it Mr. Heidi?
All right, let me put him in the breakout room. Mr. Griffin, I think your counsel is here. And I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. He'll have a conversation with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's state your name for the record anyway.
Kaylin Griffin.
All right, I'm going to put you in breakout 13. I'll let you know, I'll let your attorney know you're there, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Join the room, please. Let's pass the matter. What about Rodney Gooden? Did we get confirmation on those community service?
I haven't heard back from the ship.
Where's Rodney Gooden? He's set for trial. I do have the officer here, so we can get going with that. If he unmutes himself, if he's still in the room.
Good morning, sir.
You there?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. What about Mr. Gooden? Where is he? He was here. Okay, so let's move on. Did Gregory Lester never got his device together? Give me the correct pronunciation of your name, officer.
Officer Kamaluddin.
Kamaluddin?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Where's Terence's iPhone? Which Terrence was that? We're losing everybody. All right.
Terrence's iPhone was Terrence Luster, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in the breakout room with someone else, right?
He has his own attorney.
Yes, he does. Thank you. What about, Darrell, Darrell, she was here the other day.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah, how are you, ma'am?
All right, I was late for my appointment because I was trying to get things for my mama's funeral. So they made a reschedule for next week on the 6th.
City of Detroit versus Latanya Darrell, case number SP 1664360. Counts 1 and counts 2, appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of the defendant.
All right, we're gonna give her a little bit more time to get that driver's license. Ms. Carell was in here the other day. She wants to take that driving test and pass it, and she did indicate that her mom passed. I understand that, so we're gonna give you some more time. Let's try to, when is the funeral? Have you got the dates together?
No, not yet.
All right, can you come back on, let's see, 2 weeks from now, the 14th
Yes,
of
sir.
March?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
come back Friday, the 14th of March, all right?
Yes,
best
sir.
of luck, and we'll see you. Hopefully you get that driver's license, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Jessica Lyle?
Yes.
Watching you, set for trial. Is the officer here for Jessica Lyle? Scotton, do you have documentation, ma'am?
Yes.
You have documentation?
Yes. I have registration and insurance.
All right, let's call the City of Detroit versus Jessica Lyle. Case numbers SP 1632407, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry. Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lyle.
Jessica Renee Lyle.
There's a date and time set for trial. Let's put you in a breakout room, and Mr. Berry.
I'm in the break. They're gonna put me in the breakout room, but I just I had to look.
Let's get you let's review the documentation and see what Ms. Lyle has. We may be able to give her this without the all right. Join. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Show them what you have. Let us know what you.
Okay.
Room, please. Let's pass the matter. Brooke Ostrakowski.
Yes, Your Honor.
Swalski. Give me the correct pronunciation.
No.
Did I pronounce it the correct way the first time? Ostrowski?
The second time. The second time was correct.
Ostrowski.
Yes.
Give it to me.
Ostrowski.
Ostrowski. This is the City of Detroit versus Brooke Ostrowski, case number SP 1663905, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Ms. Ostrowski.
All right, Ms. Ostrowski, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Brooke Renee Ostrowski.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment, Ms. Soroki.
Your Honor, at this time, we'll waive the formal reading of the information, stand mute to the charges.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Ms. Soroki, your breakout room will be 5. I'm going to put you in there. And Mr. Ostrowski, I'm gonna put you in there. Mr. Ostrowski, gonna get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to withdraw.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Berry,
Hold on. All right, let's go back on, let's pass that matter. Let's, what about Lockett? Is, Marquise Lockett here? Is Marquise Lockett here?
He's there. He just needs to unmute.
Yes,
There
I'm
he
here.
is.
Good morning to you, sir. This is
Good morning to you, sir.
This is City of Detroit versus Keith, Marquise, Marquise, right?
Yes, sir. Marquise Lockett.
Marquise Lockett, case number SB 108-31331, SB 1101045, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 130298992. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to the staff. Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Lockett. Please state your name for the record.
Marquise Lockett.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
In our not guilty plea on your client's behalf, we'll give your client a $0 bond. Get your client owes a whole no insurance proof, $288. I don't know if he has a driver's license, but that if he doesn't, that can potentially, it'll at least give him some clearances here. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Mr. Harris is gonna get you an updated offer, Mr. Lockett. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to withdraw. Join the breakout, please.
you want all of them?
Yes.
Pass the matter. Let's go back on the record. Ms. Lyle, I'm giving you an opportunity. Counsel, what's your plan?
Your Honor, my client has shown valid insurance and registration. We seek dismissal.
Ms. Lyle, dismiss your case, provide the valid documentation. If there's nothing further, ma'am, have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, Alicia Lewis. Did I get the pronunciation correct?
I'm here.
Good morning to you. Did I get the pronunciation correct?
Yes.
This is the City of Detroit versus Don Talisha Lynette Lewis, case number SP 1633583, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1635076, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lewis.
Talisha Lynette Lewis.
Is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Lewis, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Ostrowski. Mr. Ostrowski, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to review. My client does have a valid registration. She indicates her license has been renewed. I'd have to check that on the computer, and if so, I'd move for dismissal of both counts.
On the license. Our license is valid. We're going to dismiss the cases for providing valid documentation. If it's further, Mr. Ostrowski, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I address the court?
Who is that? I see you there. We're gonna, give me a minute. We have an interpreter. Give me just a minute. And then put the other individual. You mark this long, mark the long. City of Detroit versus Alexandria, we'll read Goss, case numbers SP 1528482, SP 161-53241, SP 161-53221, SP 161-533, SP 161-532. Who's making all the notes? That the mute yourself, please. SP 1655404, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please, for Goss.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Ms. Goss.
Alexandria Gus.
Where are you, ma'am?
Huh?
Say your name again, please.
Alexandria Gus.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Goss has, that's 1, 2 on the docket.
Yo, Carson.
3 on the docket. 4 on the docket. 5. So 2 civil infractions. I don't know if the city is willing to set these aside or agree to set these aside. The court has no problem. There's a failure to secure passenger. And there's another no seatbelt. So Ms. Soroki, give Ms. Goss an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, Ms. Goss, then you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Soroki, have a conversation with her. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right? Join the room, please. All right. Mr. Basil Johnson, are you there?
Hi, Judge, if we could pass it briefly. Thanks.
Mr. Barry, are you ready on your client, Ms. Lewis?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record, Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client has provided and shown valid documents. We seek dismissal.
All right. I'm going to dismiss the case, Ms. Lewis, for providing valid documentation. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Ms. Vivian, good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. My first name's Antonia. My last name is Vivian, Vivian, professional Spanish English interpreter.
All right. And Ms., can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will accurately and impartially interpret in the matter now before the court, not to cause confidential communication, so help you God?
I do.
Do you swear or affirm that you tell the truth to interpret from English to Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
Let me stop. Court animal control officer, you can't drive in court. I'm gonna put you out until you get to your location and you zoom back in, all right? All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Jorge Isaias Garcia Oxy, case number SP 1655196, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Este
Oh,
es
with it.
el caso de las personas de la ciudad de Detroit en contra de Jorge Iseas García Oxon. SP 165519 1, 2 y 3. Introducciones, por favor.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. State your full name, sir.
Elwood Asbury Jr., representando el acusado. Señor, diga su nombre. Enciende su micrófono. You're on mute.
Jorge Isaías García Ollón.
Jorge Iseas García Oxon.
For purposes of arraignment,
Your Honor, my client would stand mute.
¿Y qué vamos a hacer para los motivos de la lectura de cargos? Su señoría, mi cliente va a mantener silencio.
Plain or not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Nosotros te vamos a poner, usted tiene una fianza de $0. Vamos a ir en una sala privada, así usted puede hablar con el abogado. Si usted no le gusta la oferta, usted tiene un derecho de tener un juicio en su asunto.
Join the room, please.
Tienes que aceptar la solicitación o unirte.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lockett. Mr. Lockett, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. It's my understanding you want a trial date, sir?
Yes.
Is that correct, Mr. Lockett?
Yes, ma'am.
And you know the steps you need to take before you come back for trial, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing, that's what you'll do. I'll give you April the 25th trial date, sir. I wish you the best of luck at 9 a.m. Have a very good day, and we'll see you back April 25th, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. Wish you the best of luck too.
Thanks so much. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Israel. Pronunciation again, sir.
Israel Amani.
Amani, okay. Take case number SP 1261968, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Israel Amani.
And for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf to give your client a $0 bond. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Amani, with Ms. Harris. She's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
All right.
Join the room, please. Okay, Mr. Counselor Mustafa, do you have a question on Lester?
Yes, Your Honor. We are ready for Mr. Lester's case.
Come on out the breakout room. This is right, he's not coming out. I've tried to throw him out.
Oh, let me text him, Your Honor.
Are we ready? Let's go back on the record with Ms. Goss. Ms. Goss, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we're going to ask for an adjourned pretrial date. She has one more matter to clear before she can get her license.
We're going to give her a trial date.
Like nobody fucking would.
No. That's a no insurance. That's a no insurance. Ms. Goss, you have to be quiet, please. Ms. Goss, you have to be quiet, please. We're gonna give her a trial date of April the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. I don't see anything that she paid the reinstatement fee here, so that should help her with that should give her clearances down here. It must be another jurisdiction. April 25th, you got that, Ms. Goss?
Yes.
At 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, ma'am, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day. If you don't have any further questions, you're free to leave.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ready as the Garcia Oxen, Your Honor.
Is Tanisha Little there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Ms. Sorokin, City of Detroit versus Tanisha Little, case number SP 1066784, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1265905, SP 1510469, SP 8355781. State of Michigan versus Tanisha Little, case number SX 405926331 and SX 4090581. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Tanisha Little.
Ms. Little, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Close that door.
Tanisha.
Mr. Lester, hold on. He's
all right.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. Any officers here on Tanisha Little?
Yes.
Yeah, who's that?
Corporal McCree.
Good morning to you, Corporal McCree.
Good morning, Judge.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sergeant Knapp also here for Miss Little.
All right. Good morning, Sergeant Knapp. Those both Detroit police. I know that you can put it on the record. All right, Sergeant Knapp. So is there a Sergeant Jackson, Gregory Robinson, Christensen, and Tyler Tappan? Hearing no response from those officers, we just have Corporal McCree and Sergeant Knapp. Get Miss Little an updated offer, Miss Soroki. Keep in mind, Miss Little, today is the date and time set for a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Join the room. All right, let's pass that matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Marcus Dante Garvin. Mr. Garvin, yes. Did we call it? We didn't call it. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Marcus Deontay Garvin, case number SP 1557051. Mr. Garvin, state your name for the record, please.
Marcus Deontay Garvin.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for review. I got confirmation that you completed the community service. We thank you for that. I'm sure the people over there, I think you said it was a church over there. I'm sure I'm sure appreciate that, and people over there that go to the church and that community appreciate it. So for that, sir, we're gonna dismiss your case, okay?
Thank you, John.
All right, best of luck to you, sir.
You too, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's City of Detroit. Let's go back on the record with Mr. DeMarco Devin Long. Mr. Long, I got confirmation that you completed community service as well. How many hours did you do? Where's DeMarco Long? Did we lose him? All right, let's pass.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry.
So you got it. Okay. How many hours did you do?
I want to say I did like 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yes, I went over. I'm still going. They need volunteers. I was gonna go today once I got out the Zoom meeting.
All right, with that, I'm going to close all your matters out, and you'll be done with the 36th District Court as far as money is concerned. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for going over and above what was required of you, because you see the need over there. So for SP 8371522, I'm going to dismiss. I'm going to close out count one of that, and I'm going to close out the other stuff. All right. If there's nothing, sir, best of luck to you, and have a very good rest of your day. All right.
You too.
Mr. Bowman, can I see you in breakout room 4, please?
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Garcia Oxman. Oxman, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
I'm looking for Miss.
Is Miss Vivian there? So probably not. Let's pass the matter momentarily. Let's go back on the record with Mr. O. Nominee. Oh, give it to me again, sir.
Nominee.
Nominee, I'm sorry. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Nominee. I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel indication you want a bench trial day.
That's correct, Your Honor. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, correct.
All right, come on back on April the 25th, Mr. Nominee, at 9 a.m., okay? If there's nothing further, sir, I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Excuse me, sir. Could I possibly get another court date? I think I got a court date with Hazel Park on that exact date.
Can we get them another date, please, Ms. Memphis, trial?
Could it be like the first week of May or something like that?
Thursday. What's the day? May the 1st. All right, May the 1st, Mr. Omni. Best of luck to you. 9 a.m.
All right. Appreciate it.
Your Honor, can we check Ms. Little's driver's license, please?
All right, let's run Miss Tanisha Renee Little's license, please, Ms. Memphis. All right, let's call the City of Detroit versus Gregory DeMario Lester. Case numbers SP 101-0746, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1666627, counts 1, 2, and 3. There's something going on with this 2. Let me see, Ms. Harris. Harris, for the rest of the days.
I took care of everything yesterday.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lester, please state your name.
Gregory Lester. Gregory DeMario Lester.
All right, take your hat off, please, sir. What is your date of birth?
I'm sorry about that.
Sorry. What's your
my birthday,
date of birth?
My birthday, 3369.
3369.
Yep. And I took care of everything yesterday, right here.
I guess we have another Lester that's coming up as well.
Yeah, that's my son. That's my son. Gregory DeMario Lester Jr.
Well, what I'm saying is, why are all those Lesters 1, 2, 3?
I do not know.
5, 6. Okay, we're good. All right. Ms. Harris, there was two cases that were already adjudicated. EOs 462 on one and 402 on the other. we're talking about the three cases here: improper plates, unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor. Give Mr. Lester an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Lester, you have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Harris, and she's going to have a conversation. All right.
Okay, no problem. Sorry about the hack.
No issue. All right. Join the room, please.
Okay.
All right. Let's pass the matter. What we got? Are we ready on Lester?
Yes.
Ready on Lester? Let's call it. City of Detroit versus Terrence Lester, case numbers SP 1272223, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1414851, SP 1594747, SP 1655153, SP 1655155, counts 1 and counts 2. In the state of Michigan versus Terrence Lester, case number SX 4263680 and counts 2 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rabina Mustafa, P51967, Detroit Justice Center, on behalf of Mr. Terrence Lester, who is present on Zoom.
Mr. Lester, good morning to you. Can you state your name, please?
Terrence Lester.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Lester. Today is the date and time set for a trial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 cases into the record. So one of those, let's count. Let's SP 1594731 into the record, and why am I adding up? Today is the date and time set for trial. Officers here on Lester, please. Officer Mullen, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Officer Mullen, badge 2632, currently with the City of Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. Who else is here on Lester?
I believe Corporal Ambrose was here, Your Honor.
Yes, that's correct.
Where is Corporal Ambrose?
He's in the break. Is he in the breakout room? I know he's got another courtroom. I can call him.
All right, go ahead. What did you find a resolution of this?
We did, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor. For the SP 1594747 matter, Mr. Lester did get a valid operator's permit, so we'd be dismissing the driving without a valid license and reducing the civil infraction to from driving on right half of road or driving left of center to impeding traffic. And then for the one for Officer Mullen, I also have, he doesn't have his own car, but he does have valid insurance that he showed me for his father's car who he's driving. And so we'd be pleading to the expired, responsible to the expired plates on that ticket. And then the balance, I would move to dismiss for no presence of the officer.
Okay. Mr. Mullins, congratulations on getting the driver's license, sir. SP Mullins. Corporal Ambrose, are you there?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, can you put your appearance on the record for Terrence Lester?
Corporal Brian Ambrose, badge 4151, Detroit Police Department.
All right. So we're just pleading the 2 civil infractions, is that correct? Now, he's gonna owe some more tickets. He had the defective brake lights, those are old tickets. He had the defective brake lights, defective emission equipment, and the defective windshield or bumper. Each of those tickets are $144 a piece. He's gonna be pleading to the expired plate and the kind of blocking traffic. The expired plate will be $145. And the blocking traffic will be $175. Are you working, Mr. Luster?
Mr. Luster is not currently working. He's got his ear to the video. Mr. Luster, he was asking about your employment situation.
I'm currently not employed.
Having issues with, and I should ask anybody, is anybody dealing with any housing insecurity? Anybody dealing with any housing insecurity? If you are, you can either let myself know, or you can let your attorney know, and then we can get somebody in here that can potentially help you out. So SP 122. Attorney is Officer Tucker here. So SP 12722223 counts 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to grant your motion to dismiss those cases for no officer. SP 141-48551 is going to be, I'm going to grant that motion, dismiss no officer. That's officers either Joshua Cronk or Justin Bartaway. To stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible pleas on the civil infractions, Counselor.
Yes, I so stipulate, Your Honor.
Find your client responsible for the admitted count of blocking traffic for SP 159-47341. And then SP 159-747 will be dismissed because providing the documentation. SP 1655151 will be dismissed for providing valid documentation. I'm going to find him responsible as charged based on that stipulation to the expired plate on SP 1655155. Count 2, count 1 will dismiss for providing valid documentation. And for SX, Ronald Courtley, Officer Courtley is Officer here for SX 4363680 counts 1, 2, and 3. We'll dismiss those, no officer. I'm waiving the warrant fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Basically, I'm gonna fine them 175 for the blocking traffic and 145 for the expired plate. I'm gonna give you 30 days to either pay it or get into a payment plan. You can pay it at any DivBag kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. Or you can come on down to the courthouse and get into a payment plan before that March 28th, 2025 date. Okay, sir?
Your Honor, can I briefly address the civil infractions that you had mentioned earlier? They were associated with the November 2nd, 2021 ticket that was issued by Officer Josh Tucker. And they're 3 defective ones. I was wondering if, I mean, I don't mind if Mr. Luster has to be responsible for one of them, but it's SP 12722.
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and finish your argument, please.
Okay. For SP 1722291, 2, and 3, they're defective brake lights, defective equipment, and defective bumper. So that was also on the ticket with Officer Tucker, who's not present. And then there's another one, SP 14148552OI, that was the civil infraction on the one for Officer Josh Kronk. Neither of those officers are present. I mean, I would like if we could dismiss those, but we could work out a situation where at least one of those civil infractions was paid on each of those infractions.
So basically, I'll tell you what I'll do. Mr. Luster did pay so the 2 is not on the table anymore of the SP 141485552. And I guess you're saying like, hey, they're kicking him when he's down. Car is already kind of in bad shape, and he's got defective lights, and they just threw the book at him, as they used to say. What I'll do is I will waive 2 of those for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. I'll waive 2. You'll just go to 145. All right, Mr. Luster, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on getting the driver's license. I wish you the best of luck on your quest for a job. And if there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day and best to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day and weekend.
You as well. Okay, let's go back on the record, Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? Miss Vivian.
Señor García, usted tuvo la oportunidad de hablar con un abogado. Señor Berry, ¿cómo es que vamos a proceder?
Your Honor, my client has presented valid documents, valid international license, as well as valid registration.
Su señoría, mi cliente mostró documentos válidos, tenía una licencia internacional y también una registración válida.
All right, I'm going to dismiss the case for providing valid documentation. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Vamos a desestimar este caso. Si no hay nada más, usted ya se puede retirar y que tenga buen día.
All right. Ms. Vivian, I appreciate you. You can ask if someone else needs your services.
¿Hay alguno más aquí que no habla inglés y necesita intérprete de español? Is there someone else here that doesn't speak English and needs a Spanish interpreter?
Right.
I don't hear any.
I hear
Okay.
no So Miss Vivian, best of luck. We'll see you. And Mr. Garcia, you're free to leave. Best of luck to you as well.
Thank you. Señor García, se puede retirar. Ya su caso está cancelado. Mr. Garcia, you can leave. Your case was dismissed. Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead with the City of Detroit. Is Robert Gooden? Can you unmute yourself and start your video, please? Robert Gooden. It's called the City of Detroit versus Robert L. Gooden, case number SB 164044001. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gooden.
Rodney L. Gooden.
All right, you can take your hat off, sir. Good morning to you.
Morning.
All right, officer, can you put your appearance on the record for Rodney Gooden, please?
Yes, sir.
Waiting on you.
Officer, am I muted?
No, you're on.
Officer Ali Kamaluddin for City of Detroit.
All right, good morning to you. Badge number, please, and department.
Badge number 2742.
This call, Mr. Gooden, the date is the date and time set for a trial. Mr. Berry, give Mr. Gooden in the breakout room, give him an updated offer if there's any. And keep in mind, Mr. Gooden, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
is Mr. Masseria on the Gooden?
That was his client. All right, let's pass it, Mr. Berry. He's already talked to him, huh? All right,
okay.
so thank you. Let's pass the matter. Let's go see if Mr. Masseria gets ready to hear it. All right, let's call this one, Mr. Berry. This is the City of Detroit versus Robert Lee Gregory. Case number SB 1677545, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 1677581, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gregory. My name is Robert Lee Gregory.
Right,
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Okay. Where do you see Mr. Gregory on?
130, Your Honor.
130, right. We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. If you want to, you see him on the docket, you can get him an updated offer, let Mr. Bowman know. Get him an updated offer. He has a disregard for red signal, a failure to lose turn signal. He has a no ops, a no insurance, and defective equipment. Mr. Gregory, Mr. Berry is going to try to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a break, and he can be afforded a free trial as well too. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. All right. All right. Mr. Basil Johnson, are you ready?
I believe I am, Your Honor. I have two that.
Yeah, because I haven't talked to Johnson.
You're interrupting.
Kind of take a.
Go ahead.
I have two young ladies, Miss Gunn and Miss Osborne Grubb. I'm not sure if there's any officers checked in on them.
They're both set for trial.
Yes,
one officer is for sure.
I'm here.
Good morning. Is that Miss Gunn?
No, Osborne.
All right. City of Detroit versus Shiva. Case number SP 1604361, counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 161854881. Appearance for the record, please.
May it please the court, Vassal Johnson II, 72130 on behalf of Ms. Gunn.
Ms. Gunn, good morning. Will you state your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Rashavia Gunn. Rashavia
Rashavia.
Kanisha Gunn.
Okay, good morning. Corporal Rule, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? He's here, so I think that's the only officer.
I have Garcia on the ticket. D period Garcia.
All right, let's see. So you're talking about the reckless driving ticket?
Yes, sir. I didn't know if there was more.
That's the one you really want to, corporal rules on the 26 to 30 over. All right, Mr. Garcia, is David Garcia here, Officer David Garcia. I have not seen Officer Garcia show up, I don't believe. Mr. Bowman, have you spoken to our Officer David Garcia? Hearing no response. And being past the time, I'll dismiss the cases. No officer. Now deal with the 26 to 30 over the speed limit, Mr. What the rule is here, right? So did you get an offer for that yet?
No, I didn't even know that existed, Your Honor. The discovery I have was for the other one, but I'll follow up on
26 to 30 over, very well. Let's pass the matter.
See Mr. Bowman in 4.
Okay, and Mr. Johnson, I'm looking for you as well on the dog case.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay,
all
right.
This,
Keep me in 4,
Harris,
please.
Somebody asked for a license on Tanisha
Gregory
Little.
That's my
Gregory
matter,
Lester.
Your Honor.
Tanisha Little license is valid. Let's get a license on Gregory Lester as well, Ms. Mathis. Are you ready on Little?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Little. Ms. Little, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, her last 2 matters were regarding a valid driver's license. She does have a valid license this time. I'm going to move for dismissal of those 2 and stipulate to probable cause.
For just the license issues, right?
The other tickets were no POs.
Okay.
I believe. I don't think there was any.
SP 106-67841. That was Officer Gregory Robson. He has not appeared. I don't believe I checked him out. So I'll grant the motion to dismiss on those.
Excuse me, Judge, I have a question.
Hold on a second now. SP 1265905, counts 1 and counts 2. That would be Sergeant Knott. And that count 1 is being dismissed for providing valid documentation. You owe 174 on count 2. SP 510469-1. I'll dismiss that for providing valid documentation. And I don't know if the officer showed up. Dismiss provide valid documentation. SP 83557. one. Dismiss. Five valid documentation. X 405261. SX 40592631, SX 4090581 will be dismissed, no officer. All right, so you're gonna owe 222, 174, 198, and 174, plus some reinstatement fees. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees, you pay the reinstatement fees. So if you don't have anything further, once Ms. Mathis gets this in the system, you can look at it online and it'll update, giving you the exact amount of money that you owe now. If there's nothing further, I congratulate you on getting your driver's license. And you don't have any further questions, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Is Kenneth Lewis there? Ms. Osborne, did you have a question? Your name has not come up yet, so you haven't missed anything.
Judge, you called Jalen O'Neill. He didn't appear today.
Hasn't appeared?
No, no.
I heard you call my name.
All right, you interrupted me. You were interrupting me for some reason. I'm telling you, your name has not come up yet, okay? All right. This is the city of Detroit, Ms. Soroki. Where's Kenneth Lewis? Is he here? He is. That's unmuted. City of Detroit versus Kenneth Lewis, case number SB 1651245, counts 1 and counts 2, SB 1235114. SB 1432984, count 1, U 6659383, and 2374824, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis, good morning. Will you state your name for the record, please?
Kenneth Lewis.
All right, today is the date and time. Why are these other cases coming up? Not pull his name up. Yeah, for show cause, but he's got more cases and they're not coming up on this list here. What is your name, sir? Do you have a middle name?
Jerome.
Okay, those cases are in warrant status, the ones that are not on the docket that I call. For purposes of arraignment on the warrants.
Your Honor, I'm going to waive the formal reading the information, stand mute charges.
I will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'm going to give your client a $0 bond. So are you ready? He's got the 2 on the docket.
What were the other matters, Your Honor?
He has a 1 no ops, another driving while license suspended, a disorderly conduct, reckless driving, and a no insurance misdemeanor. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond, and recall the warrants. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Ms. Soroki. Have a conversation with her. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, right?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Soroki, what time is Mr. Lewis docket for?
8:45, and he's toward the bottom of the bill.
Thank you.
Top of the 2/3. All right, so who are we ready on? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lester. Miss Harris, Mr. Lester does have a valid driver's license.
He was able to present valid insurance and registration also. We would respectfully request dismissal.
Yep, I got it all right here.
Yeah, all right, so we have valid, congratulations on that. SP 1666627, counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed for providing valid documentation. You owe SP 101-07461 and SP 101-07562. You owe $462 on one and $402 on the other. When can you pay those?
I'm gonna knock that off in 2 weeks.
All right. I'll put this. What I'll do is I'll put. You don't have to show back up. I'll just put pay by.
You want me to show up?
March 28, 2025, and I'll mark the file allow payment plan. All right. If you want to pay it off, you can pay it off. If you want to get in the payment plan, you can pay it fine. Congratulations on getting that valid license, Mr. Lester. If you don't have anything further, you have a very good day and best of luck to you. All right.
And you have a good day too, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge.
Yes.
I had Miss Osborne. I think that's why she stated her name. If the oh, okay.
Are you ready on Osborne too?
Do you have the officer appearing on that one?
Osborne. I don't know. Let me get a second. All right.
Sure.
Demira Darche Glover, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, my phone was muted.
You got to turn your camera on, man.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Let's go with Osborne. Let's see what Osborne means.
Officer Dudley.
Is Officer Dudley here? I haven't seen an Officer Dudley, I don't think. Versus Tanya Osborne Grubb. Case number SP 131-65581. Appearance for the record, please.
Basil Johnson for Miss Osborne.
All right, Ms. Osborne Grubb, can you unmute yourself, turn your camera on, state your name for the record, please?
Taminika Osborne.
All right, today is the date and time, morning to you, today is date and time set for a trial. Is there Officer Larry Dudley? Officer Larry Dudley, I have not seen that officer here. I don't have that officer on my list. Go ahead, Counsel.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
I'm going to dismiss the case for no officer. Nothing further. I'll waive the warrant fee. You're still going to owe a $45 reinstatement fee, Ms. Osborne. Right.
Okay, so just what you just said. So to get my license back, I just have to pay the reinstatement fee at the Secretary of State.
No, you'll pay that at the 36th District Court. You can pay it at any did that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the did that out to your home, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those will go through instantly. Then we'll the Secretary of State out there. Now, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Leva. Sorry, Your Honor, I wasn't able to.
Leva?
Yes, I have no way of getting hold of the cell phone, so I had to come.
Nico Ryan?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you have, give me a minute.
I just came out of court yesterday for the felon.
Yes. Okay, who do we have next? So let's go with that. Let's go with Glover. She finally unmuted herself. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Demaria. Darshea Glover, case numbers SP 1524424, SP 1652657. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Ms. Glover, please state your name.
Demira Darshea Glover.
All right, is that a robe you have on now?
No, it's a cardigan.
All right, good morning to you. Go ahead.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
What is a cardigan?
It's like a sweater that you would put over your dress clothes.
Oh. Cardigan? A cardigan.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a cardigan was. I thought that's what you said. Okay. Let's see. Got a warrant out for arrest on this unregistered untitled for the purposes of arraignment counsel.
My client stands mute.
In her not guilty on her behalf, give her a $0 bond. She got also an improper lane use ticket with that, and she owes $336. She also got no insurance proof. She owes $336 on that. So if she paid the $336, she could potentially set herself up to get a valid license on her not guilty on her behalf. I'll give her a $0 bond. Let me put you in a breakout room. This Glover with Ms. Harris. Keep in mind, she's going to get you updated off. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Bowman, can you meet me in a breakout room, please?
Me too, Mr. Bowman. You have to put me in there.
You can put yourself in there, Mr. Johnson. Who are we ready on? Are we ready on Mr. Robert Lee Gregory?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Robert Lee Gregory. Did you get an offer, or what is he going to do?
Your Honor, he requires a trial and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gregory? Where's Robert Lee Gregory? Unmute yourself, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Robert Lee. Robert Lee Gregory. Unmute yourself. Turn your camera on. Mr. Robert Lee Gregory, you want a trial? Unmute yourself, please.
Did I do it, sir?
You want a trial and the appointment of attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 dates. I'm gonna give you a pretrial date of March 31st, 2025 at 8:30. That date is set to make sure that an appointed attorney has contacted you. I'm gonna give you another trial date of April the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. I need a good phone number from you, please.
Phone numbers 313-656-7122.
7122?
7133.
7133?
Yes.
All right, I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by March 31st, we'll get one pointed to you on the spot.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, it's nothing further, sir. Have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you. See you back on the 31st of March.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Richard Edward Lydell. Case number is SP 1649761, counts 1, 2, and 3. and SP, strike that 1951200971 appears for the record, please.
Frank Mysteria, P 87848 on behalf of Mr. Liddell. Mr. Liddell, please state your full name for the record.
Richard Edward Liddell.
All right, Mr. Liddell, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. I do have 1951200971 is going to be closed out. We settled up with that. What are you going to do with the other cases, Mr. Messer?
We'll be setting them for a bench trial, Judge.
Trial date is going to be April 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. There's nothing further, sir. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You said the 25th, Judge?
25th of April.
Thank you.
What about Mr. Robert Lee?
We are ready on him.
Okay. This is the yeah, making sure I don't get this. Who had Kaylin Griffin? Let's call the city of Detroit versus Kaylin Griffin, case number SB 1541253. Appearance for the record, please.
Frank Mysteria, P 87848 on behalf of Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, please unmute yourself and state your full name for the record.
Alan Griffin.
All right, good morning, Mr. Griffin. Today is the date and time set for a, what is that set for?
Pre-trial.
Pre-trial. What are you going to do with this case, counsel?
We will be accepting the people's offer. It is the offer to plead guilty on a 6-month delayed sentence to open alcohol passenger.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Are you in the courtroom, sir? Hang up the phone and come in the courtroom, please. I need a 6-month date to sign.
Get a free moment.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Hey, Randy. So, there's a one $5
Oh, is he out there? Come on in the courtroom, Mr. Griffin. Hang up the phone and come in the courtroom, please.
All right.
Let's pass it momentarily. Let's call back on the record with Ms. Glover. Ms. Glover, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client wants a trial date.
Yes, Your Honor, sorry about that. And there was a question for the court. The 336, she believes was already paid. I don't know if it shows.
I'll look it up. Doesn't say that on here, though. Let's see.
Ms. Harris, are we referring to Demira Darche Glover?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be garnishing your taxes for that. It doesn't show it was paid. And I don't see any attempt to pay it like it was paid and they didn't accept the payment or something. Wait a minute, overdue statement. No, I don't see it. Something about this overdue statement on $626,510. You look this up. SP 4243 I'm sorry. SP 15244 What is that? 510 about. Is it nice or what is that 510 about? Well, and it says 2/26/2024. That's 510. What is that? What does that reflect? That 165 entry. Person
she owes her that she got it because she didn't pay
No, I don't see it being paid, so she's gonna have to deal with that at the window if she has.
In a situation like that, Your Honor, do we know how long it might take for the payment to be applied?
I don't see that there was ever a payment applied. I see that there's a tax, there was a tax garnishment filed on 1/1/2024. And it says on 2/27/2025, final disclosure received from Treasury on tax garnishment on 2/20/20.
It seemingly indicates that they may have taken funds. So do we know when they might apply?
I have no clue. I don't have any clue.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sure if she pays it, then they're gonna get it back to her at some point, but I know it's a lot of money, but the case is April the 25th, 2025. Ms. Glover, if it's nothing further, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you, all right?
Okay, thank you.
They all say she report 560.
Judge, you're ready on Jalen O'Neill when the court wants to call the case.
Jalen O'Neill, we'll just give him a bench warrant. And who else?
That's it, Your Honor.
All right, be good, Mr. Stroke. Best of luck
Thank
to
you. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Who's got Deborah Gavin? Somebody's got one of the retained lawyers has Deborah Gavin. All right, that's Basil Johnson's case. So Ms. Harris, we're going down to Lynetta Gordon. This is the city of Detroit versus Lynetta Treese Gordon. Case numbers SP 1663732, 2 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1663734. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, before I place the appearance, was Mr. Soroki on all of her matters or just the one that's for the review?
Let's see. The review matters, I do see that SP, let's call SP 1490460 into the record, SP 1502184 count 1 into the record, and SP 1576852 into the record. Those matters were entered, a payment plan was entered into those matters. So he was on just the one. I think these other cases are new cases. Let's see if there's an attorney on this. No attorney on these cases. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of Ms. Gordon. Please state your name for the record.
Gordon.
Your Honor, the case ending 7321 is a review.
Seven, 3, 2. I don't see it 7, 3, 2, 1. Do I? No, it is a review.
It is a review.
But
And
it's not-
counts 2 and 3 were not taken care of with that one.
It's probably not supposed to be a review.
She's
Probably
listed
not.
for 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews, Your Honor, of her 7 cases.
Yeah, and I think that the review, she got into a payment plan on that, which she probably shouldn't have done. On the 7311, she got into a payment plan on a failure to stop. We'll deal with that. The 7342 matter,
That should be a pre-trial.
it should be a pretrial. So all the 166 cases are open. Those are new cases. The other cases, the other 1, 2, 3, you know, we'll take that one out of the failure to stop out of the payment plan status, and she could be heard on that. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Ms. Harris. Any more questions regarding this? Okay. I'll put you in a breakout room, Ms. Gordon, and have a conversation with Ms. Harris. Ms. Harris, get her an updated offer. Keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. Find the room, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record for Mr. Kalen Griffin. Come on up, Mr. Griffin, please. Can you get that advice of rights? Does he have a copy of that? All right, I'll take that for the file.
Oh, he's got his. I mean, I gave it. He was in here earlier.
It was up here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. I do see it. All right, Mr. Griffin, today, council indicates you want to take a deal and resolve this today? Yeah. All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? Yes. All right, you put your hand down. Did you read and assign this advice of rights form, sir? Is that your signature down there on the bottom of the form? Yes. Did you understand those rights? Yes. Do you have any questions about those rights? Do you know by taking the deal you're going to lose these rights? Yes. All right, has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record? No. All right, let me draw your attention back to March the 12th, 2024, around 11:22 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Shout Pond and Sorrento. Did you have an occasion on day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department? Yes, I have. You gotta speak up. Yes, I did. Speak up like you were out there when you had that, when you were with your boys, with that alcohol in the car. Yes. All right. Were you in a motor vehicle? Yes, I was. And did you have some alcohol in that motor vehicle? Yes, it was. All right. And what did you have? It was Don Julio. The expensive stuff, huh? Yes. High, drinking high on the hall. Was it something in the container? No, the container was empty. It was nothing in the container. No, it was some in the other passenger's cup. It was some in the cup. Yes. And was it some in your cup? It was literally a small bit. But it was some in there. Yes, it was basically done. It was literally. That's all we need is a little bit. You know. You want to take the deal, or what is Mr. I can find him guilty on that. He said there's a little bit in there. Can't have any alcohol and open alcohol in a motor vehicle. So find him guilty as charged. $240 will be the fine. 6-month delay. So what'll happen is come back on August the 28th, 2025. Make sure it's all paid by then. Okay. If it's paid, you haven't gotten any other tickets like this, we'll dismiss the case, okay? All right. All right, if there's nothing further, sir, we'll get you some paperwork. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right? Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Who else do you have, Mr. Nasser?
Robert Lee.
All right. City of Detroit versus Robert Edward Lee. Case numbers SP 103-40245, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 113-2883, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 163-47911, V12996723, V12996823, V12996923, 20397657, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Frank Materia, P 87848, on behalf of Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, please state your full name for the record.
Robert Edward Lee.
Okay. Corporate, good morning to you. And good morning to you, Mr. Lee. Corporate, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please. And badge number.
Good morning, Judge. Corporal Kropic, badge 775, City Detroit Police Officer.
All right. Good morning to you. Who else is here on leave? Corporal Latch, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? I don't know if Latch was here today. Was he?
Latch did check in earlier, to my understanding.
Okay. And then what about Officer Key Paulton? Good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? You have to unmute yourself, sir. All right, send him the response to unmute himself. You got the prompt to unmute yourself.
I'm Officer P. Patton with the Detroit Animal Control. Badge number 30.
All right, good morning to you. All right, good morning. Here on Latch, I have Pelton, Latch, and Corporate. That's it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, what's going to be the resolution? Have you come to a resolution on this?
Judge, we had, but we were unaware that animal control was on this matter. We thought they weren't here yet, so I don't know if Mr. Bowman wants to communicate anything further with that.
All right, let's go ahead and pass it. He did show up on time, so we're going to go ahead and pass it and give you an opportunity to further negotiate.
Officer Keith, can you meet me in breakout room 1, please? 1.
Okay.
Let me put him.
How do I get in breakout room 1?
I'm gonna give you the prompt.
And I'll be in room 4 for you, Bowman. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. What about Gavin? Mr. Johnson, are you still here?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Bowman, you get my chat?
Yeah, let me get back to you.
Go to 4. All right, go to 4.
Yes.
All right. So let's pass that matter. All right. So what about somebody needs someone, Mr. Berry. Daniel's iPhone. Give me your full name, Mr. Daniel's iPhone.
My name Daniel Little.
Good morning to you, Mr. Little. Daniel Kirby Little. Are you the third?
Yes.
This is the City of Detroit versus Daniel Corby Little III, case number SP 133-64513, SP 134-8112, counts 1, counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Little.
Daniel Corby Little III.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Will enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, will give him $0 bond. Mr. Little, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. I do notice that on the SB 133645513, he paid 2 related civil infractions. Paid 2 related civil infractions on that case. All right,
Yeah.
and I don't see any other civil infractions on any other cases, so just for you to note that, Mr. Little. Mr. Little, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right? Join the room, please. That's the matter. Let's go back on the record with Miss Lynette Gordon. Gordon, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting an adjourned pretrial date. Now that she has more information, I think there's some things that she needs to try to take care of to come into compliance. Short of setting a trial date.
What new information does she need to know?
No, I said I gave her some information and some advice to assist her.
If we set a trial date, she's gonna have more time to take care of things than a pretrial date. Is she need, is the timing what we need? Or what?
If she took a pretrial, back, Your Honor.
Say that again.
If she took a pretrial date, when would she come back?
If she took a pretrial date, she'd come back on March the 31st.
She's actually better off taking the pretrial date. Then based on the information she comes back with on the 31st, then I think her and the defense counsel could figure out what the next step should be.
I'm hoping she comes back with all the documents that she needs, because then we're gonna be pushing this out. It's gonna go out 6 months after that. I'll give her a pretrial date this time. That'll almost back first and 31st, ma'am. Best of luck to you. Have a very good day. All right. Yes. All right. We'll take a break. All right. So we have a gentleman here, Mr. We're going to take a few minute recess. We have a gentleman here that does not have a cell phone. So we need to find out how to get him on Zoom. Mr. Lavia. Yeah.
Actually, there are certain people in family that I can, but this morning I wasn't able to use nobody's phone.
Okay.
My own.
We're gonna get you on, but what I need you to do is give him an advice or rights form. Do you read and understand?
He got it. I filled it up.
You did?
Yes,
And you understood it, everything?
for the most part.
But we need to get him in with an attorney, so if he has to, he can use my phone. Yo, don't run off with it now.
I can't, I gotta tell them.
You can still run off. That put him online, please.
Okay. Plus, I just got done finishing my felony case like yesterday.
You're not trying to mess that up, huh?
No,
Not over a little cell phone.
No, that's personal gears. I'm good. I'm good on that.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I think we lost Mr. Little. I'm just hoping he's trying to get back on.
All right. A.J. Johnson, who's that? Who is A.J. Johnson?
Hi, yes, sir.
Good morning to you. Start your camera for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Is that Officer Johnson?
No.
What brings you in here, Mr. Johnson? Good morning to you.
Good morning. I had a court case. I thought it was closed, but I was in Adam Sabri's court at first, and he told me that it was supposed to be Aaliyah Sabri, and he told me to actually just come over to your courtroom because when he pulled up the case, it was saying that the case was closed, and that's the same thing that I thought. And
What's the name? What's your first name?
AJ, that's my legal first name, just the 2 letters. I have my case number as well.
What's the case number?
U as an umbrella, 514-63519.
U 514-63519.
Yes, sir. I received a notice on 2/17 saying that I had an arraignment on a bench warrant for it.
Not in front of me.
Yeah, it says for Aaliyah Sabri, but from my understanding, the case was closed, and I have documentation for that too, Beck. And I've complied with everything from the case.
This is Calvin. I can't hear
I see A.J. Johnson. I see that case being closed. I don't know why they sent you over here.
You said that case is I'm sorry, sir.
I see it as being closed. I don't know why you were sent over here.
I'm not, sir. I just received a notice saying I was arraigned on a bench warrant, and I just wanted to make sure I was here. I have the notice in my hand.
I understand that, but hold on a second. Oh, he's got my phone.
Yeah.
If I pull him into a breakout room to look at the notice, would that help?
I don't think so, because it says the U 514-63519. It says it's closed on 2/15/2020. And U 514-63519. You can go in the break. It does. I do see where it says arraignment on the 2/28/2025. I don't know why it would be arraignment on a bench warrant and the case is closed. Surprised somebody made a mistake. Case is closed. I see where you got the problem.
We got other tickets.
See where you have the problem.
Cashier.
You need something, Mr. Berry?
I'm just waiting on Mr. Little, hopefully, to return.
Okay. You need to speak with him still in the breakout room?
Yes, he was retrieving documents for me.
Yeah, my bad.
It's going to rejoin Mr. Little.
Excuse me.
Okay.
That's his next court date now. Oh, gotcha. Okay, let me get him some Zoom. Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get Mr. Oh, you can get Mr. Labia on back on. You can get him back online. Oh, I'm sorry. I hung it up. I'm sorry. I just made sure. All right, are we ready, Ms. Williams? Let's go back on the record with who? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Kenneth Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
I'm done now.
Mr. Roki? So I don't know what's going on. All right, do you have someone, Ms. Harris?
I do not.
Let's go with Luna, Carlos Luna. Perito?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Kumar, give me the correct pronunciation of your last name, please.
Luna.
Is that Perito?
Oh, Prieto.
Prieto? This is the city of Detroit versus Carlos Luna Prieto, case number SP 160507071, SP 162655551. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Luna Prieto. Please state your name for the record.
Carlos Luna Prieto.
All right, today is the date and time. Good morning to you, sir. Scheduled for a trial / hearing. Is Armante here? I have not seen that person show up.
Defense to dismiss, Your Honor.
Right. I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss, sir. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Wait, it's dismissed?
Yep, can't believe it.
All right, thank you.
All right, best of luck to you.
All right.
Harris, since you're doing such a fabulous job like you usually do, this is the city of Detroit versus Tamara Gill, case number SB 1640962, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearing for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of Ms. Gill. Please state your name for the record.
Tamara Gill.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there an Officer Jones? Is that Officer Jones on these tickets? Officer Nicholas Jones or Joel Du Bois? Hearing no response, and I've not seen any of those officers show up, not on my list.
Defense moves to dismiss, Your Honor.
Okay, I need that. There it is. Okay, excuse me, case is gonna be dismissed, ma'am, for no officer. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day as well.
Thank you.
This city of Detroit, Ms. Harris, Nico Ryan Labia, case number SP 165-43391. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name. And I didn't catch the name, Your Honor.
Nico Labia. And you 64633-822. You gotta press, let me send them the prompt. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes,
State your name for the record, please.
Nico Ryan.
Went out. Say that again.
Nico Ryan Leva.
Leva?
Yes, sir.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Go ahead, Ms. Harris.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
They are not guilty plea if you have given a $0 bond. The U ticket is set for show cause on March the 17th. That's an EWAP ticket. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Leva. Speak to Ms. Harris. She's gonna get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please.
Sure.
Okay, so we just have, who's ready?
Mr. Little, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Little. Mr. Little, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, go ahead. What's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client has presented valid documents, registration, and insurance.
All right, Mr. Little, dismiss your case for providing valid documentation. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
All right, appreciate you too.
You're welcome. Who do you have, Mr. Vassal Johnson?
Miss Gavin and Miss Gunn.
All right, which one do you want to do?
We can get Miss Gunn out the way.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Gunn. Ms. Gunn, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What's gonna happen with Ms. Gunn's cases, Mr.?
Pleading responsible.
The speeding case, well, what is that?
11 and 15.
11 and 15, Ms. Gunn, that is a 3-point offense. You could potentially be eligible for a reduction. I would look at the Secretary of State. If they send you something in the mail for a class, I would take that class if they send you something, depending on what your driving record looks like. You want to plead to this, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea, counselor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you already get that notice for that driving course?
No, man. No, sir.
That was in the.
Talked about it too, Your Honor.
Oh, she didn't get the notice because it was a 4-point offense. So now that it's reduced to a 3-point offense, she may get that notice, but that's going to be dependent on her driving record. I don't know what that looks like. All right, find her responsible for the amended count of 11 and 15, $150. When can you pay it now?
I can pay it today.
All right, pay by, well, just get it in here by today if you can, but I'm gonna give it until Monday to get it in here since it's, you pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can take to pay it. Can you put this in for now for Ms. Gunn, please? All right, Ms. Gunn, when you see that $950, go ahead and pay it, all right, 11 to 15. Best of luck to you, man. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Who else do we have, Mr.
Miss Gavin.
Miss Gavin?
She's in the breakout room. I can't get her out.
Did you talk to her?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what's gonna happen with these cases?
She's availing herself of the offer.
All right.
Contest.
Let's call it. City of Detroit versus Deborah Gavin, case number B1370594, B137060024, B137061124, B13706224, B13706324. Appearance for the record, please.
May I please the court, Vassal Johnson II on behalf of Ms. Gavin. She is on the phone.
All right, Ms. Gavin, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Deborah Gavin.
Officer, who's on this? What's the? Is this
Officer.
Your Honor, it's me, Investigator Hoskins for the City of Detroit Animal Control, badge number 44.
Okay, good morning to you. Day is date time set for trial. What's going to be the resolution, Mr. Johnson?
He is pleading no contest pursuant to a 6-month delayed sentence on 024 and 324, last 3 numbers. The other 2 matters, 124 and 224, will be dismissed.
And what about 05924? Dismissed as well.
Ms. Bowman, that be dismissed?
Yes.
You want to take the deal, ma'am?
Excuse me, sir, what you say?
You want to take the deal?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, Ms. Gavin? Ms. Gavin?
Yes.
All right, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Okay.
You understand that's the maximum possible penalty. That's the maximum what we can do. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial? Did you go over these trial rights with her, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial, Ms. Gavin?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
I'm not sure really now. I'm not sure. I don't know what he said 6 months to come back and what.
No. This is not to do with the sentence. This has to do with the rights that Mr. Johnson went over. Your right to it, your right to call witnesses and things like that. Did he go over those rights with you?
Regarding what was the abuse and neglect or what?
Judge, can I
back in there and clear it up for her, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
So she's understanding. All right, join 6, please. She's in there.
Mr. Bowman, can I see you in 4 one more time, please?
In 4, Mr. Bowman, please. He's in 4. Mr. A.J. Johnson, you're free to leave.
Okay, sir.
Answer?
Yeah, I didn't know what I should do. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware.
You don't need to do anything. It just says here, everything is closed out. That must have been sent in error, but rest assured that the case is closed out.
So I don't have a warrant?
No.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, best of luck to you.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, when you're ready, Mr. Lewis is ready.
What's Mr. Lewis? Kenneth Lewis? Let's go back on the record with Kenneth Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we do have resolution. I spoke with the city attorney. At this time, the recommendation is the two matters that are on the docket today. One is being amended to improper plate. The second matter is being amended to allowing. Regarding the tickets that were in warrant status, my client would admit one count of allowing and one count of drag racing, with all other tickets being dismissed. At this time, he's waiving his rights.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
I'm gonna do the instead of the 2 counts of allowing, I'll do the 2 counts of improper plate. So from my understanding, he's pleading to 5 different charges. Is that what you're saying, or 4 different?
It would be 4 charges, Your Honor.
All right, so it was two allowings. So let's just make it 2 improper plates, 1 allowing and 1 drag racing. Same effect.
Yes, Your Honor, I agree with that.
All right, you want to take the deal, sir?
Yes.
You're dismissing the disorderly. The other driving while license suspended. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Soroki went over your other advice or right to break out on this, not?
She did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No.
Do you know by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to December 8th, 2024 at around 3:04 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Schaefer and Finkel. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
The officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license and insurance.
Yes.
Could not do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I didn't have insurance, and at the time, I didn't know my license was suspended, but I had a copy, but my license was suspended.
You're not contesting now that your license was suspended at that time, are you?
Are you asking, was I aware that it was suspended, or that?
No, I'm asking you, are you contesting right now that your license was suspended at that time?
Yes.
You're gonna contest
I'm not contesting it. I'm not contesting. I'm sorry.
All right, you're all right. I'm gonna find him guilty of the amended count of allowing and amended count of improper plate. All right, let me draw your attention back to October the 1st, 2023 at around 12:45 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Brush and Larner. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
I don't have a ticket here in front of me, to properly ascertain any facts that could rise to the level of, reckless driving, this, or drag racing, because you can plead to the count that as charged, or you can voir dire to the amended count. Do you want to voir dire your client?
Sir, on that date and time, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you operating at a high rate of speed?
Yes.
And was there something in addition to that high rate of speed that someone could conclude made you driving reckless?
Yes.
Were you drag racing?
No, I just burned out at a light or took off fast from a light and it burned rubber.
So he burnt out and he went at a high rate of speed up the street, correct?
Correct.
Are you satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
This is a 4-point offense. You understand that, sir?
How many points?
4 points.
Okay.
All right. Find your client guilty. And was there something wrong with did the officer ask you to produce insurance on that day for that vehicle?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
The car wasn't registered at the time. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Was it your car?
Nah.
All right, I can't have him plead
the vehicle.
I can't have him plead to that one, Miss Sorority. Because that one he's not obligated to have insurance on a vehicle that he
Mr. Bowman. Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Mr. Bowman, would you consider dismissing that in light of the plea to the other man?
Yes.
I'm only gonna fine him for 2 anyway. All right, find him guilty of the amended count of the drag racing, and stipulates the probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated.
All right, 240 and 240. I'm gonna give you a break on one of them. You owe some civil infractions as well, so that doesn't totally get you off the hook. And then you're gonna waive the warrant fee. It looks like you owe 1 reinstatement fee. 240. 240. You're probably gonna have to pay that $45. Oh, the reinstatement, that's gonna be the drag racing you already pled to. So 240, 240. When can you pay? I'm gonna set a review. When can you pay it?
Give me a couple weeks.
Well, a couple of weeks is March the 14th, or do you want a month to get this stuff together?
That's fine.
Come back March the 28th. Come back March the 28th at 8:25. You either pay it off and you pay it at any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it, or you can pay it, or I'm told you can upload the div that app to your phone and you can pay it that way. They'll go through instantly that way, or come down before March 28th and get into a payment plan. I've got the file marked allow payment plan. If you don't have anything further, sir, best of luck to you. I'll see you back March 28th. All right.
Thank you. I got one question though. Please.
What is that? What is that?
So the current charges, I'm only being charged with 3, correct? The impropers and
We're gonna dismiss 2 of them upon payment.
Correct. So
you'll only have the drag racing on your record.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. If you pay it. All right.
All right.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Lewis. Have a great day.
All right. You too. Thanks.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lavia. Sorry. Mr. Lavia, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting the appointment of counsel and a trial date. I'm placing, he does have 2 numbers that he did provide, and I'm placing those in the chat.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lavia? You can hang the phone up, bring my phone back in here, and come on back in here, please.
You have to turn it off. Okay.
Okay. That's what you want to do, get an appointed attorney, sir, on these?
Yes, because.
All right, let's get them appointed attorney. I'm gonna ask you to answer calls. You don't recognize one of those calls. Are you still on McMillan Street?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you.
I have another, I'm supposed to go get seated something from now to the fifth. So,
That's from another case though, right? Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with us. Come back on March the 31st, okay? Or zoom in on March 31st, one of the two. Answer the calls. Answer the calls. You don't recognize one of those calls should be the appointed attorney. You're gonna get the paperwork too. Come back on March 31st. If you don't hear from that attorney by that date, you'll get one to you get one for you on the spot that day. And then your trial will be April the 25th. All right?
yes, sir. One more question.
Yes.
Is there any way that what I give them, get it on paper too, or what?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that on paper.
Okay, thank you.
All right, give us a minute, all right? All right, best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, who are we ready on?
Ready on Miss Gavin.
Ready on Miss Gavin? Let's go back on the record with Miss Gavin. Miss Gavin, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yes, I continue to talk to her about her rights, and she seems to understand.
Miss
Right
Gavin,
now.
do you understand what's going on now? Wait a minute. Or now we lost him. No, we have. Press star 6, Miss Gavin, unmute yourself, please. Star 6 to unmute. Miss Gavin.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was unmuted. I didn't know what to do. Okay, yes, I understand. Yes, okay.
All right. So
I'm
I
unmuted.
asked you if you understood that the maximum possible penalty was 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. I asked you that, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
And you understood, I asked you that you understood that you have an absolute right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson went over your other advisor rights now in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Do you have questions about those rights?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, I don't.
Do you know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right. Let me draw your attention back to July 28, 2024. Officer Hopkins, explain that to me again. Why are these two dates on here? Which date was the alleged incident happen?
Depends on which ticket you're looking at, but the first date is a lot of times my first visit there when it actually happened. And then the second date is when I issued the ticket.
Okay, so on about July 28, 2024, Ms. Gavin, and between the August 28, 2024 dates, did you own some dogs, ma'am?
Oh, Judge, no contest, please.
No contest, no contest. Will you stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for those no contest pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there, you stipulate the probable cause, for, the dismissal of the other matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, based on that, is there no objection to a no contest plea, Mr. Bowman? Is that an agreement between you and counsel?
No objection, Your Honor.
Yes, it was agreement, Your Honor.
And what was the reasoning for the no contest plea?
Civil liability.
Very well. All right, so I'm gonna find you, Ms. Gavin, there's gonna be entered in as a no contest plea, meaning that you won't have any, you won't have to admit on the record of these instances, but there's gonna be taken as a guilty plea as purposes of sentencing. So I'm gonna fine you $240 for both cases, $480, Ms. Gavin. When can you pay?
I guess in a week or two I have to let my husband know. So I don't work.
When was this any kind of delayed sentence or anything? What was this?
Yes, 6 month delayed. Oh,
Six,
yes, delayed 6 months.
6 month
Delayed on 024 and 324. The other 3 dismissed.
All right, come back, Ms. Gavin, on what is that review? You have to come back. What is that? August the 28th? You said this for 6 months. What was that? August the 28th thing? August the 28th at 8:25. Pay it by then, and don't get in any other issues with these dogs because you're going to lose the dismissal if you get in any other issue with the dogs. So pay it by August 28th, 2025. It's going to be $240. Pay it at any DivDad kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDad app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, Ms. Gavin. If it's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Good day.
All right. You are. Mr. Johnson, do you have anybody else?
No one else, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You have a better one. Who's ready next?
Yes.
Let me make sure.
All right, Ms.
Your Honor,
Gavin,
did Martez Goins check in?
I haven't seen him.
It's 11:30, Your Honor. He's got trial. No, I'm sorry. He's got, I'm sorry.
So Friday the 21st.
Excuse me, Mr. Bowman, can you meet me in room 1, please?
What's going on? Okay, everything good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Goins had 14 tickets today. They were all pre-trial.
Lit and luxury, Miss Harris. I don't ever see any fine that was imposed on this.
Lit and luxury.
For lit and luxury. I don't even remember who that is. Seems like I would remember the name.
Really? Okay. All right. Okay.
So one of them is a civil infraction, so that's what it's.
Yeah, but the other one was not closed out. That's what, that other one is the one that's on the case.
Calvin Leon. Your Honor, if I may,
You may.
we have a Calvin Leon Greer, Greer, scheduled for a trial and a formal hearing today. I just received information that Mr. Greer just is deceased.
Too bad.
Per Officer Purcell, who is the officer listed.
They close it out. I think they're gonna need a death notice.
Okay.
The people could just make a motion to dismiss and get the tickets out of the system.
Yeah, that.
I mean, that would cause, just take them out of the system.
All right, may it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman for the people, P33764. Your Honor, I'm making a motion to dismiss and close out the tickets who are on the docket today for Mr. Calvin Leon Greer, Greer. I have information that's been passed on to me by the officer Purcell, Purcell, that the officer has notified our office that Mr. Greer recently is deceased.
Okay. So
You got that, Ms.
is there a case number?
Yeah, I think you did. Call it the City of Detroit versus Calvin Leon Greer, case number SP 163-39371, SP 163-38391. Take the appearance for the record, please.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P33764 for the people.
All right. You can say all that on the record. Again, for the record, Mr.
Okay, for the record, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P33764. This is the people's motion to close out the cases on Mr. Greer, Calvin Leon Greer, which are scheduled for trial or formal hearing today at 9 o'clock. The prosecutor's office has received information from the officer in charge, Officer Purcell, Purcell, that Mr. Greer has most recently deceased, and therefore we're asking that these cases be dismissed and his matters be closed.
All right, we'll dismiss the case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Simply go on to his family. All right.
This right here. You ready? What you did was one thing. They have to change that. In order to put the cake in, it has to be in the owner's name.
So, stop me from leaving.
Well, the prosecutor department have to they have to transfer the case. It's on the pending report, because I told them about it, but I haven't heard anything back from them. And that's why I sent that review to review matter, because.
So here, let's call City of Detroit versus Litton Luxury LLC, case number SX, State of Michigan versus Litton Luxury LLC, case number SX 439-35591. Mr. Bowman, put your appearance on the record, please.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P33764 for the people.
All right, this matter was written in from my understanding, this matter told me that this matter is written in Litton Luxury, a business name, they either have not appeared or something, and we can't capias them because you can't capias a business. It needs to be rewritten in the owner's names, what I understand. Is that right, Ms. Mathis?
Yes, and I made Victor.
Yeah, Ms. Mathis has advised me of that. I have notified my supervisor and we have information about the owner of the corporate defendant, and we will be reissuing the ticket.
So are we dismissing this matter? Is that what?
As to the corporate defendant, yes. And the ticket will be reissued to the individual who owns the corporation.
Okay. So we'll dismiss lit and luxury then. At least the one count of lit and luxury. I don't know if you're going to keep the civil infraction open. What you're going to do with that is a civil infraction and a misdemeanor. Go ahead. She lit and luxury.
Is it a second call?
Maybe. All right, we'll dismiss SX 439-35591. Are we just, I guess, dismiss both of them? The civil infraction as well, or what?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may, the people are ready to proceed on the trial of Rodney Gooden. The officer is present. Defense lawyer is present.
He's speaking of Rodney Gooden now.
I got you. Thank you.
Is that supposed to go?
It's listed as a trial, Your Honor.
No, I know, but has there been any resolution?
I've given the offer, the usual offer.
Okay.
How'd you feel about that 37-foot jump shot last night at Chrysler Center?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. He hit that shot, didn't he? It
Yes,
didn't
he
top
did.
the
Right, your boy, right.
But both of them game winners.
Yeah.
Game winners. If you want to be the top dog, that's what you have to do, right?
But that's right. That's right. You got to win when you're not playing well.
And you have to hit those shots.
Yeah.
Calvin Greer, he died on the 25th. Young man.
Just as a purpose of
January.
Just as a little inappropriate gallows humor, Did we check with Mr. Odoms if his name is in the obits? Since he had,
Odoms, who is Odom?
Antoine. Oh,
your guy from a couple days ago, and
he called
he
the
was.
court.
Oh, he called?
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he said he was worried, but what did he say?
He thought
Did you
somebody
give
was gonna kill him.
Did you give her the attorney's
I
number?
did get some, got some contact. I don't know if she reached out to him, but I let her know. And I gave her an updated number for him. But he said he came down here and we didn't let him in. He said he was in the hallway. Something he said. I said, that lady was here for a long time.
Mr. Masseria, do you need to talk to me?
No, we're ready to go on Robert Lee.
Let's go back to the record with Mr. Robert Lee. Mr. Lee, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
We'll be accepting the offer today, Judge.
And what is that?
So it will be 2 counts of failing to display, 1 count of allowing, 1 count of improper plates, and 1 count of animal nuisance, allowing a dog to stray without a leash.
One, two, three, 5 different counts?
Yes, Judge.
So one will be dog restraint as charged. And the other 2 failure to displays. One allowing. You want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and/or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Let me draw your, Mr. Masseria went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not? Can you go over your other rights in the breakout room? I'm gonna stop your camera, maybe that helps.
Who, me or Mr.?
Yeah, that will help you. Did he go over your other rights in the breakout room?
Yes, sir. Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention on September 8th, 2023, around 10 a.m. in the city of Detroit on the Great L Avenue Street. Did you own a dog on that day?
Yes.
Did that dog get out of the yard or something and roam around the street?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna find your client guilty as charged to that. Let me draw your attention back to way back to October 16th, 2019 at around 8:09 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Woodward and Horton. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid driver's license and title to that vehicle? I mean, registration to that vehicle. Did the officer ask you to produce valid registration and a driver's license?
Yes, he did.
You could not do either, could you?
No.
And what about insurance? Did he ask you to produce insurance?
Yes.
Why couldn't you produce those documents?
I didn't have them, sir. I had the registration. That's it. I had just bought the car.
But the registration wasn't valid, was it?
Yeah, I had just gotten the car and had it registered, and I don't know, maybe I didn't have it. I don't remember. It's been quite a while.
But you knew you didn't have a driver's license, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna find him guilty of the amended count of failure to display on that matter. For the not having a driver's license. Well, I'll find him guilty of allowing for that, allowing. All right, what about the, let's carry your attention back to November the 5th, 2020 at around 4:44 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7 Mile and Huntington. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a 2006 Cadillac?
Yes, sir.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid registration and license?
Yes, sir.
You could not do either, could you?
No, sir.
And why is that?
I didn't have them, sir.
All right, was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle?
I'm not sure, sir.
Was it your vehicle?
Yes, it was mine, and I went to, that's the one that I was saying that when I bought it, I thought that's the one you was talking about from the last one. But that's the one when I bought it right up the street from me. I was bringing it home and I got stopped. So.
Yeah, but that was back in 2019.
I'm saying the Cadillac. I thought the one in 2019 was the Cadillac. I mixed them up.
Oh, so go back to the 2019 date. What car was that? That was a 2019 unknown vehicle.
I'm not sure, sir.
So the Cadillac, you didn't have any plates. The plates weren't proper on that vehicle.
Well, when I bought the car, I went straight to the Secretary of State and got it registered and got the plate. So, but I was driving without a license. I didn't have a license.
You recall on that corporate on that Cadillac?
Say it again?
Yes, sir. It was, I'm sorry. The Cadillac was in proper plate. The plate belonged on a Volvo.
He says that he went straight to the Secretary of State and got the plates for the vehicle and the registration for the Cadillac because he had just bought it. And did you put the plate on the car? Or did you drive off with the plate that was on the car?
What I'm believing has happened is when I got, I took the plates off after I got into the car accident. When I was hit by a car, I was on a bike and I got hit by a car. I didn't want my children driving it, so I took the plate off. And that's all I could really remember from it. I did take the plate off because I didn't want nobody to drive it.
On 7 Mile in Huntington, you were driving this Cadillac, correct?
Yes, sir.
You remember that date, 7 Mile in Huntington, November the 5th, 2020 at around 4:44 p.m. You remember that date getting stopped by the police in that Cadillac, right?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Now, what are you talking about? You took the plate off. Are you driving this Cadillac with no plate on the car?
I had just bought the car and I bought it for my son to get me around because I had been in an accident and I'm disabled. at the time, me and him probably were going through something. I probably took the plate off. I might have moved the car, you know, try and put it in my backyard or something for him not to be able to get to it. And I got stopped. I probably didn't have the plate on there at the time. I'm not sure exactly what it was, sir. 100%.
Any objection to taking this under a no contest plea? Because it doesn't feel like he's really understand.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna find your client. All right, so we'll take it under a no contest plea for lack of recollection. I'm gonna find him guilty of the failure to the amended count of failure to display, because he did say he didn't have a driver's license. The improper, I'll amend the improper plate. There's no registration to an improper plate, and as charged on the improper plate, we'll get no contest pleas for the both of those lack of recollection. For the dog restraint, I'm gonna find him guilty of the as charged to the dog restraint. And you said 2 failure to displays and 1 allowing. Are these any of these tickets going under any kind of delayed sentence?
The dog tickets are under a 3-month delay. No, I'm sorry, Your Honor, because the failure to vaccinate is being dismissed. The no dog license is being dismissed, and he's pleading as charged with the stray dog. So there are no delayed sentences.
They typically delay those if he doesn't get any tickets. He keeps the dog restrained, but that's up to you.
Yeah, apparently Mr. Lee has provided documentation to Mr. Masseria as it relates to the license and vaccination.
That is correct.
I haven't seen one. I haven't seen it.
Mr. Masseria, is there any way you can send it to the office?
I can send the vaccination. He held up the dog license on the screen and I read it there, so he'd have to hold up the document again.
Sent to you, Mr. Masseria. This is the last one I sent you, what it says license, dog tag number 3280.
Generally, officer, I'm going to tell you that if another officer of the court confirms confirmation of any type of written documentation, that is good enough for me. So if Mr. Masseria says,
enough for me.
Excuse me.
Say that again, Pat. Keith Patton, is that good enough for you?
What was it valid during the citations? That's what I would like to know. Was it valid?
The issue is whether or not it is valid now, and the way that a defendant can be in compliance is, number one, was it valid at the time of the offense, or number two, is it valid now? The information that Mr. Masseria has been received indicates that the license and the vaccination is valid presently.
That is correct.
And just to get you, this is your first time being in our courtroom. We extend that, and ever since I've been down here, the city has afforded that to people, like, say if it was just a dog vaccination and license ticket, they want the dog to be vaccinated. So the city has always extended them an opportunity to get the dog licensed and vaccinated, and they'll dismiss the case. You know, that's totally up to you and the city attorney if you guys want to. The city attorney makes the offer. In this case, we do allow the attorneys just for quickness and because they are an officer of the court, and we feel that they're not going to put their license on the line to tell some untruth for somebody for some documentation that it, just for expediency purposes, we dismiss those cases when one of the officers of the court has seen the valid documentation, or one of the officers, because essentially I would say one of the officers sees the valid documentation and agrees upon that. So that's just to give you the lay of the land on how it works here. If you have some other issue with it, you speak to Mr. Bowman and express that to him, and he's the one that.
I trust the court, sir. Not to interrupt you, but I trust the court.
No, that's fine. I just wanted you to kind of, because this is my first time seeing you, just to let you know how we operate in here. And if you feel that the offer is too lenient, then you would talk to Mr. Bowman about that, and you guys would have a private conversation about that, and then you guys do what you need to do. All right, and we'll always afford you that opportunity to speak with Mr. Bowman. Okay. So.
Okay.
The only other issue is that 2000 ticket, a failure to display, instead of going through the plea colloquy on that, do you want to stipulate and take that under a no contest plea as well? Because he couldn't remember this other stuff.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Stipulate, I'll find a response. Will you stipulate to that those the 203976571, will you stipulate to the face of that ticket as an act of factual basis for that no contest for lack of recollection? So that's a failure to display. Now we're just to the point of stipulating a probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated.
Now we're just to the point where we're talking about what we're going to find you. What are you doing with yourself, Mr. Lee?
I'm disabled. I've been disabled for quite a while.
So you're not working and you're on a fixed income with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, what about these dogs? Are these, well, we'll give you the 3-month delayed on the dogs, and that's gonna hash itself out in the end. If the dogs get out again, within this 3 months time, you're going to lose the dismissal on that. I'm just going to find your client owes a substantial amount of money in fees that he never paid. I'm going to take that in consideration, and the fact that he's disabled. I'm waiving the warrant fee. He'll pay the reinstatement fee. I'm setting a review date for 3 months from now, which is May the 28th, 2025. And I am going to fine you. I'm just going to fine you the $240 for one of the failure to display, sir. I'm going to no fine you on the other stuff because, I could fine you all day. I'll fine you $240 on the dog and come back in 3 months. I can fine you all day, but if we're never going to get the money, then that's another issue as well. All right, so $240, you're gonna. Again, I said I'll waive the warrant fees. You'll pay the reinstatement fees and $240. I'm giving you until May the 28th, 2025, and I'll mark the file allow payment plan. So either pay that $240 or get into a payment plan use that 240 to get it to a payment plan with all of this. And if you don't have anything further, sir, come back May the 28th at 8:25. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Officer
officers.
Pete Patton, Officer Corporate, and Officer, who's the other officer on here?
Latch, who was the other officer?
Latch, he's gone, he's gone. All right, be safe out there.
Mr. Masseria, meet me in number 4 as it relates to our drunk driving trial, please.
Can do.
Is this a drunk driving trial here? Open alcohol?
Open alcohol.
Overnight,
Right.
yeah.
Open alcohol.
Number 4, please. Miss Soroki, are you there?
I am.
Meet me in number 1, please.
Certainly.
Number 1.
And Ms. Shiroki, I do want to make a note. I am not 17.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I hope you didn't take that wrong, but
No, I get that a lot. No, I get it. I look young.
and I get ma'am a lot. So, okay. I'd
right,
rather
Miss-
be on your end for sure.
All right, Miss
We'll see how
Soroki,
long it holds.
meet
Okay.
me in 1.
Okay, thank you.
And Judge, we're ready on Gooden.
Good, okay, let's go back on the record with, let's call the City of Detroit versus Rodney L. Gooden, case number SB 164-04401. Appearance for the record, please.
Frank Masseria, P 87848, on behalf of Mr. Gooden. Mr. Gooden, please unmute yourself and state your full name for the record.
Rodney L. Gooden.
All right, Mr. Gooden, come into the camera, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning to you.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon now. Let's go with, go ahead, what's gonna be the resolution for this?
Judge, you'll be playing from open alcohol driver to open alcohol passenger.
You wanna take the deal, sir, it's gonna be a $240 fine, it's still 2 points on your license for that as well.
Yes, I'm aware.
Raise your right hand, please. Do Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Massarelli went over your other advice or rights to break out room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to November the 3rd, 2024, at around 1:07 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Schaefer and Finkel. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you in a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Have some alcohol in that motor vehicle?
Yes.
What kind of alcohol did you have?
I believe it was tequila.
And was it open?
Yes.
And it was something in the container, right?
Correct.
All right, find your client guilty of the amended count of open alcohol on motor vehicle passenger, $240 fine. When can you pay it, Mr. Gordon? Good.
Maybe like next week or so.
I can give you, give me a date, put a date on it.
I need to look at a calendar. Give me 1 second.
March 7th is Friday. I can give you two, you get March 14th. You haven't
That's
paid
fine.
by then? Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, Mr. Good. If it's nothing further, you have an app. You have a very good day and best of luck to you. Okay.
You as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, officer. Be safe out there. You have a very good day as well. And